Hello, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. It's Scottish Guy Does Gaming. I'm the Scottish Guy, and today we have another multiplayer Warhammer 3 Total War video for you today. Thank you very much for everyone showing your continued support. Just to ask if you would enjoy seeing more of the content, just to subscribe and add a wee like button in there as well. I'm not very best at asking things and stuff like that, so I apologise if it sounds a bit daft, but just one of those ones. Right, so getting into the action, we have Kislev versus Lizardman. Sora Soulblood leading off the Lizardman there. Front line consists of 3 red crested skinks with 2 skink cohort in the middle, backed up with Saurus warriors in the rear. 2 sections of Croxigors at the wings, and I think there's it's an ancient salamander and a skink priest of the heavens with the engine of the gods staggered on. Then we have on the other side in Kislev, we have Eureka Madova, a couple of armored corsairs, like Watchman corsairs, like Regiment Around. And then you've got the other one over there, along with the Ashkin Archbishop's crossbowmen people, and of course the gun axe dudes. Also got a little Grom siege artillery in the rear. Okay. So kicking off, the Ancient Salamander's just going to go right out, try and snipe some of the damage off these units here. And I must admit, like, for some reason I didn't quite understand why it kept missing, because it's like quite an easy target to shoot a dragon, you know what I mean? But they did get a major impact into the guns. So time we should do the old switcheroo. Shall we duck and dive? Archers overshot, and then ooh, nice wee smash in there. Gun units moving up. Ancient Salamander responding, and again miss. How can you fucking miss at that distance? Really? Like, that is pretty straightforward. Now we've got, I think that's a Druzna, yeah. He's just coming out just to fire a couple of arrows at the Salamander. Salamander's slowly retreating back to getting pushed back to the forest line. All the dinosaurs just sitting waiting for the call. It's really quite cool. Another respell coming in here, but didn't get the best hit. Moving up. It just looks so cool. The ice dragon. Just got a fight in all fronts here, to be fair. Portugal's going to back up with the red crested skinks. And we've got a wee engine of the gods getting hit, nearly hitting the general there. But we are seeing the Kislev line breaking. We've got the ice dragon already broken already. Saurus warriors engaging the armored corsairs. A wee spell going off here. Looks like it's kind of just grazed them. Did do a good bit of damage there. Then we've got... oh! Destruction on the gunners there. Carnosaur chasing the leader. He does not like to feed, he likes to hunt, and he's telling how to get him eaten. But their main line's broken. We've only got the artillery in there, which I must admit, I don't feel like it did much. And yeah, that's complete victory there. I do feel like they could have done much, but I do feel as well that they kind of spent so much money on the wolf, the dragon, the frostworm, and pointless on the artillery there. So I do feel like that was a bit nuts. So also next one that I'm going to showcase today is another Lizardman battle, which I feel was a little bit more. It was a little bit more difficult, only because of the kind of armor that was there. So we can see 4 Saurus warriors, 3 skink cohort, a chameleon skink, sorry, cold ones, cold one rangers, a dread saurian, and a stegodon. Now I just went with the normal stegodon with this one, mainly because he's got a higher range due to the ballista that's on the back. On the Empire, you have Demigryph Knights with halberds, a front line of having spearmen with shields, and just a full line of spearmen with shields backed up with the great swords, and then 2 handgunners, another 2 spearmen with shields to cover the rear, and then great cannons as well. Master engineer and his wee tank, and a fire wizard as well, a bright wizard. Sorry, keep on saying fire bright, same thing. He uses fire, but we're going to open up with. We've got skinks just getting absolutely slapped there. Who would know grenades would work so well? But they are going to get fired back in kind. A couple of javelins, taking out a good couple of. I must say, the javelins are pretty good at getting rid of skirmisher cav and stuff like that. I don't know if the javelins have got any kind of anti-large or anything like that, but they do tend to do quite a lot of damage. However, the wee pals over here taking a little bit of damage, not doing the best really, but it's better them thinking they're hidden and getting shot at than them realising they're not hidden and running them down. So Skink cohort still kind of pushing up here, taking over the conquest point to be hit with fire. Pushing in the great swords. Now I feel like this was a mistake because all he's done here is left these units here completely exposed, because the great swords are the only kind of thing that's going to be able to actually kill them. Like the spearmen will hold the line, but it will just be a matter of time before they do get crushed, essentially. So Demigryph Knights now finally chasing the chameleon skinks, but there is a dread saurian just en route to take out the Demigryph Knights. Looks like he is locked on. And Demigryph Knights trying their best here to get as much damage as possible, hitting him in the back of the lizard. Saurus warriors. And then you've got great swords are retreating, not wanting any of that smoke. And then you've got more of the Saurus warriors pushing in on the right flank. And the Cold One Riders managed to finally catch the Outriders with the grenade launchers, and they'll pretty easily run them down. But the Stegodon has taken some damage. He's still firing his wee ballista bolt on his dinosaur. But yeah, so later the warlord of the Sword of Soul Blood. I kept on forgetting the name there, but the head dinosaur is crashing at the back of the spearman. But this tank, dude, look at him. What can now? This is the part I don't get, right? So this dude here, look at the kind of gun he has, right? Quite simply looks like a shotgun. Why did he think that in any way is going to help? And how is he shooting people to that distance? What kind of shotgun shoots for that distance? But the Empire looks like it's rather grim for them. Dread Saurian looks like... Now, what I've noticed in this game was they did not pay any attention to the Dread Saurian. That is something you just cannot do. If a Lizardman faction have a Dread Saurian, you fire at that Dread Saurian. Because it will fuck you up. Armor piercing, causes terror, can shoot whilst it moves. And what more can you ask for a massive Godzilla looking dinosaur? Just nearly glitched out there for some reason. Another wave spell coming in, doing real good damage. But Cold Wind Riders are in at the back here, and it looks like it's slowly becoming inevitable for the Empire, that the doomed situation that they have. Spearmen, gunners, reformed lines trying to fire at the Dread Saurian, but in reality it's too late. I mean, they've only got the leader left. And yeah, they've got the Bright Wizard still alive, surprisingly. But the head dinosaur's going to be charging in. Ooh. Boom. What's scarier than a dinosaur with a fucking axe? Like, I don't understand how these guys haven't just ran. Oh, now they run. Well, that is looking like it's just nearly, the battle is nearly ended. Looking at the rest of the troops there, they still have a section of spearmen. It's just moving along here. Also, looks like some Saurus warriors are just kind of getting bullied a wee bit by the spearmen and the steam tank. Dressorian is, yeah, chasing off the rest of the great swords. Gunners are left. Looks like army losses are kicking in, so it's just a matter of time for this master engineer to finally meet his fate. And he's probably going to meet his fate from the head dinosaur. Oh, and it said well before that. Okay, well, that's everything from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching the video today. As I said, if you can hit it with a wee like, subscribe, or any comments on how to improve, let me know. But other than that, I've got the Scottish guy. Take care. Have a good day.